A first time.
Well, I don't wait yet because some other people are coming to one side. Right? That's the second I would do.
That man, the man that comes first.
Right. We are here.
That's right. All right. Yeah. Even as we love TV.
Okay. So the first question was the
purpose of the tour was for us to get a first-hand look at the conduct of this work that has been going on, because we certainly, Angela Brownberg represents this area, and my own constituents are further up the road. But we also have a national concern. I know Shadow Minister of Works is here. Because we want to ensure that the interests of the Jamaican people are being protected as this work is getting underway. I think there are some things that we have identified. First of all, the way I think we should remind that this plan was underway for some time, preceding the current government. But what we are seeing that there are great difficulties in the implementation of the plan. Let me go through these one by one. First of all, in respect of the bypass road, which was planned long before, but was eliminated from the plan of the government and brought back after the MP insisted. The implementation is not being done in the way that was originally planned. There is no provision now for any street lighting to be put in place. There is no provision for any soft shoulder so that vehicles can come off the road if there's a problem. And the drainage that should allow the water to flow freely to the sea needs to be enhanced. Otherwise, even the Bailey Bridge, which is being put in place, won't last through a good rainfall. And remember, we are in the tourism, in the hurricane season, right? So we would urge the government to put all those things in place quickly where the bypass road is concerned. Then there's a second problem. We have been talking to the business people. We are here at the headquarters of one of the largest distributors in the country. And what they have pointed out to us, as well as the other business people in the area, is that their business is being negatively affected by what is happening here. Their business is down over 30% because people simply can't get to their business place. What we are finding out also is that all their costs are up in order to survive as a business place. They have had to acquire more vehicles, they have had to put on additional shifts in order just to keep their basic business going. And it's not fair to them. Their communications have been hampered. The internet system is down, their phone system is down. I mean, this is no way to administer a project in the heartland of your productive center in the country. They won't get growth in the way you want it if, in order to enhance the infrastructure, you don't take greater care to allow the businesses to operate. Because if you do it badly, the businesses might not survive the road work, and then you will have ended in a worse situation than you start. So there is need, most of all, from what we have heard from the business operators, for communication between those who are implementing the project and the business people to be better. Huh? You can't operate in a situation where, well, first of all, they can't talk to the contractors if only because of language problem. But even more than that, the government needs to be made aware that they are the employers of the contractor. And the contractor must do what they say, not the other way around. And they need to ensure that they are protecting the interests of the Jamaicans who are here working to kind of keep their businesses alive. Huh? There are all kinds of provisions. Security is another need. They have had to put on shifts late at night just to keep their business operating. But the JUTC bus doesn't come up here, and they are going to have to put additional security at their own expense in place to protect their workers getting to buses to move. The government needs to do more to facilitate them with security for their staff, because otherwise it's just an additional expense when the level of their business is being hampered and in fact reduced. All told, what we are seeing is that a plan which has been around for years is being hampered because of very poor implementation, very poor communication between the government and the affected business community, between poor communication between the government and the residential communities adjacent to the bypass road, for example. All of this we want to see